more statues than any other pharaoh, more victories claimed than any king, a reign that lasted an incredible 66 years. This is the story of Ramesses the Great. For over 3 millennia, his colossal statues have gazed out over the sands of Egypt. His temples have dominated the banks of the Nile, and his name has echoed through history as the ultimate symbol of pharaonic power. But who was the man behind the stone monuments? Was he the divine hero his inscriptions claim him to be? Or was he one of history's greatest masters of propaganda? How did one ruler so completely shape the destiny of ancient Egypt and leave a legacy that still captivates us today? Join us as we journey back in time to uncover the truth behind Ramesses II, the greatest pharaoh of them all. His story begins around 1303 BC. Ramesses was not just born into royalty. He was sculpted for it from his earliest days. His father was Seti I, a formidable pharaoh known for his military prowess and for beginning the restoration of Egypt's power. From childhood, Ramesses was immersed in the world he was destined to command. He was rigorously trained in warfare, leading troops on campaigns alongside his father. He was schooled in the complex art of leadership, learning how to manage the vast bureaucracy of the Egyptian empire. And crucially, he was educated in religion, understanding that a pharaoh's power was not just political, but divine. By the time he was a teenager, he was already appointed co-regent, sharing the throne and its responsibilities. When Seti I died, Ramesses, then in his mid-20s, ascended to the throne not as an inexperienced youth, but as a seasoned leader ready to rule. His rise was no accident of birth. It was the result of a lifetime of preparation. When Ramesses took the throne, he inherited an absolute superpower. The Egypt of his time was at the zenith of its wealth, stability, and influence. It was the center of the ancient world. The empire controlled vital trade routes stretching deep into Nubia to the south, rich with gold and exotic goods. It held sway over the Levant to the east, a crossroads of civilizations. And its ships plied the Mediterranean, connecting Egypt to a network of powerful kingdoms. This vast wealth was managed by a sophisticated administration and protected by a strong, well-equipped army. Egypt wasn't just a kingdom. It was an economic and military juggernaut. Ramesses didn't have to build this empire from scratch. He stepped into a position of immense power, inheriting a well-oiled machine of a state, ready to be steered towards even greater glory. And he had every intention of doing just that. But with great power comes great rivals. For Ramesses, the ultimate challenger was the mighty Hittite Empire, based in what is now modern-day Turkey. Tensions between these two superpowers finally erupted at the city of Kadesh in 1274 BCE, leading to one of the largest and most famous chariot battles in all of history. Tens of thousands of soldiers and thousands of chariots clashed in a brutal struggle for control of the region. If you read the inscriptions on Ramesses' temple walls, you'll see a story of incredible heroism. The pharaoh, abandoned by his troops and surrounded by the enemy, single-handedly calls upon the god Amun and smashes through the Hittite lines, securing a glorious victory for Egypt. It's an epic tale. However, modern historians, looking at both Egyptian and Hittite records, believe the reality was far less clear-cut. The battle was most likely a bloody, strategic draw, with both sides suffering heavy losses. This reveals one of the most brilliant aspects of Ramesses' rule, his mastery of propaganda. He turned a messy stalemate into a legendary personal triumph, using art and architecture as a powerful political message to solidify his image as an invincible warrior god back home. After years of continued conflict and standoff following the Battle of Kadesh, both the Egyptians and the Hittites realized that endless war was draining their resources. This led to a truly remarkable moment in world history. Around 1259 BCE, Ramesses II and the Hittite king Hattusili III signed a peace treaty. But this was no ordinary agreement. It is the earliest known surviving peace treaty in history. The text, preserved on clay tablets and temple walls, laid out terms that are surprisingly modern. It was a pact of non-aggression, ensuring neither side would attack the other. It was a mutual defense alliance, promising to come to each other's aid if attacked by a third party. The treaty was even sealed with a diplomatic marriage, with Ramesses taking the Hittite princess as one of his wives to bond the two royal families. Incredibly, a copy of this ancient treaty is on display at the United Nations headquarters in New York, a testament to humanity's long search for peace. Ramesses the Great warrior had also become Ramesses the Great diplomat. More than any other pharaoh, Ramesses understood that power wasn't just about winning battles. It was about being seen to be powerful for all eternity. His solution? To build on a scale never before imagined. His construction projects were legendary. He commissioned the incredible temples of Abu Simbel, carved directly into a mountain, with 4 colossal statues of himself guarding the entrance. He built the massive Ramesseum, his mortuary temple, designed to ensure his eternal worship. He massively expanded the great temple complexes at Karnak and Luxor, adding his own statues, pylons, and courtyards, sometimes even erasing the names of previous pharaohs to claim their monuments as his own. These statues and temples served multiple purposes. They were acts of religious devotion, honoring the gods. They were powerful projections of political might, intimidating rivals and awing his subjects. And most of all, they were a brilliant branding campaign for his own immortality. The engineering was genius too. At Abu Simbel, the inner sanctuary was designed so that twice a year, the rising sun would penetrate the temple and illuminate the statues of the gods and of Ramesses himself. Ramesses's reign was not just long, it was also full. He presided over a sprawling royal family, fathering over 100 children with his many queens and concubines. But his heart belonged to his great royal wife, Queen Nefertari. He built her a stunningly beautiful tomb in the Valley of the Queens, one of the most exquisite ever discovered, and a small temple for her alongside his own at Abu Simbel, a rare honor. One of the keys to his success was sheer longevity. Ramesses lived into his 90s, an almost unheard of age in the ancient world. He outlived many of his own children, including his first 12 sons, but his long life was not without its struggles. Scans of his royal mummy have revealed that in his later years, he suffered from severe arthritis that would have bent his back, as well as crippling dental problems and abscesses. Despite the pain and physical decline, he remained the undisputed ruler of Egypt until his very last breath, a testament to his incredible resilience. When he finally died, Ramesses the Great was laid to rest in the Valley of the Kings in a tomb now designated Key V7, but his journey wasn't over. To protect his body from ancient tomb robbers, priests moved his mummy several times over the centuries, hiding it in a secret cache with other royal mummies, where it lay undisturbed until its rediscovery in 1881. But the most bizarre chapter of his afterlife came in 1976. The mummy was deteriorating due to a fungal infection and needed urgent scientific help. To get it to Paris for preservation, the Egyptian government did something incredible. They issued Ramesses II an official Egyptian passport. His occupation was listed as King Deceased. It was a fittingly unique moment for a truly unique ruler. So was Ramesses truly the Great? Or was he history's greatest self-promoter? A master of spin who magnified his every achievement? The truth is, he was probably both. He was a skilled general, a canny diplomat, and a visionary builder. But he was also a master propagandist who knew how to craft his own legend. Whatever the verdict, one fact is undeniable. Over 3,000 years after his death, his colossal statues still dominate the Egyptian landscape, and his name is synonymous with the golden age of the pharaohs. He built for eternity, and eternity has remembered him. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this journey into ancient Egypt, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more stories from history. See you next time.